Hi, this is Dan from Simple Online Marketing, and over the next couple of minutes I'm going to show you a few strategies that your business can implement immediately to help generate new leads online and therefore more customers. These strategies are simple to apply, very cost efficient, and like I said, can be done immediately. One of the benefits, you don't have to have a current web presence, you don't even have to have a website. These can be done immediately and generate immediate results. Now, when it comes to cost, advertising nowadays and marketing, it's not cheap. Putting a little advert in the yellow pages or perhaps an advert in a local newspaper is very costly, from designing the ad all the way through to paying maybe 30, 40, 50 pounds a week or a month to have your ad there, or maybe 200 pounds just to put an advert in a paper for one night. This strategy you pay for once, it's done and dusted, and it does not disappear. So it's important for you as a customer to be able to find your, needed business or local company 24/7. Okay, one of the easiest ways to find a service or a trade or a business that you need is to use a search engine like Google. So the strategies that I want to discuss with you over the next couple of minutes are, first of all, Google Places, and second of all, directories. Now, I'm going to demonstrate what Google Places are because not everybody will know what they are, although everybody will have seen it when using something like Google. So let's say, for example, I needed a plumber in Peterborough. I would generally search something very simple like plumber Peterborough. Okay, now I'm going to scroll down and I want you to have a look at these little symbols on the left hand side, A, B, C, D and so on. Now these are your Google Place listings, okay? This is Google rewarding local businesses with page 1 Google results. Now some of these businesses will have their own website, others won't, okay? But these are local businesses, look, you can see their local address, their local telephone numbers that are coming up on page 1 of Google. Now your business can be there when you search the common phrase in your area, as long as you upload your details to Google Places and you optimize your boxes and the notes and the description of your business in the correct way to ensure that you're coming up and ranked highly. Page 1 is the goal. Page 2, 3, 4, 5, it's not important because most customers will get to the end of page 1 and if they've not found what they're looking for, will probably search again using a different phrase. They're not going to go through page 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and so on because I guess people get bored. Now, on this same page I can demonstrate directories as well. Being in directories nationally is very important for your business because it just gives your customers extra places and extra different spots where they can find your business. Now I'll show you these, in fact the top 3 here are all directories. Plumbingregister.com/Peterborough, ThompsonLocal.com/plumbers in Peterborough, SmileLocal.com, plumbers Peterborough. These are all directories that will need to have your business information. For example, here, searching plumbers Peterborough, these 3 aren't businesses, these are directories. So it's very important that you're in these directories. Now, the first thing we do when working with a new client and whether it be building them a website or doing something like this for them, is upload their full business details to hundreds of national, local and specific directories. Okay, so it literally is somewhere between 250 and 500 directories. That will help your business come up on page 1 time and time again. And I'll go on in a bit more detail later when I give a working example of how these strategies can be used. Okay, so let's go on to show you exactly what we've done for a local customer to give you an example of just how powerful this stuff can be. Now, a customer we're just working with as we speak, so this is work in progress, is a driving instructor. He's based in St Albans, so very relevant. He's a local business in St Albans, purely looking for customers in his local area, okay, like many people that are watching this video will be doing. Now, when let's take for example you are a student looking for driving lessons. You're not, unless you've had maybe a recommendation to a certain business, generally you're going to look on Google for a common phrase. Now, we did the research to find out what the most common phrases were in the area, okay, and it basically came down to 2: driving instructor St Albans and Learn to Drive St Albans. So I'm going to show you the results of when I search those, and then just demonstrate where we are on Google and how easy it is to find our client as a business, and this is how you need to be as a business also. So let's start with driving instructor St Albans. Search. Okay, now I'm going to scroll down here. I'm going to look for his placing listing. Okay, so here he is. He's come up under B. Okay, so he's very well ranked on page 1, and considering this is only being done a matter of weeks rather than months, he will only get better. Okay, we hope to take the top spot very soon, but for now, number 2 on Google will do very, very nicely. Okay, so you can see here, here's his full details, his telephone numbers on page 1 of Google, and his website is on page 1 of Google. Very, very important. Now, I'm going to show you his website, because there's 2 things on there I want you to identify. Now, the first thing, if you follow my mouse up to his domain name, his domain name is drivinginstructorstantalbans.co.uk. Now, that was a very tactile choice, the reason we chose that domain name, and that was because if you have a domain name or an internet address that is very, very similar or the same as a key search term like Driving Instructor St Albans or like plumber in Peterborough, then it automatically will help you find your business online much, much easier. Okay? The second bit I want to show you is the fact that his brand doesn't have to be the same as what his website address is. For example, we went with drivinginstructorstantalbans.co.uk as his internet address, but Learn to Drive St Albans is his brand. This also is a very tactile choice, because when you're called, in this case like this driving instructor is another key phrase that maybe a possible student would be searching, then automatically you'll be finding you're coming up time and time again, because people are searching for your business name not knowing that that is your business name until they've perhaps maybe booked some lessons. Okay, so I'm just going to go back here, because there's another very, very popular phrase, and you've guessed it, Learn to Drive St Albans. Now, in this search, I'm also going to spend a few seconds to demonstrate how popular and how successful the directory listings can be for your business as well. Now, if I scroll down slightly, we're going to be looking for 2 things. We're going to be looking for Learn to Drive, which if you look at my mouse is this here. We're looking for Learn to Drive in the listings or the website address. So this is page 1 of Google, just scrolling down now. We have one listing here, Learn to Drive, and obviously if we were to click on this it would go through the full details. The next one below that, Learn to Drive St Albans, you can see, look, these are on directories, onlinedrivingschools.co.uk, scoot.co.uk. We'll come down one more. Here we have his website ranking on page 1, drivinginstructorstantalbans.co.uk. Okay, I'm going to keep coming down. The next one again, Learn to Drive St Albans, UK Small Business Directory.co.uk, another directory listing. Now let's see if he's got any more. Just coming down now. Okay, so page 1 of Google, he has 4 search results. Now imagine this. A customer, or a potential customer shall I say, searches Learn to Drive in St Albans, which is, like I said, a very common phrase used in the area. You're coming up 4 times, maybe 5 times, depends how well you can optimize these, but you're coming up multiple times on page 1 of Google. Just think how much more likely you are to get the business than somebody not even on page 1 at all. Think of it in another way. If you are on page 1 of Google 4 or 5 times, there's no space for your competitors to advertise. Therefore, you're getting their business and therefore making more profits. Okay, so hopefully this video has been of good use to you. If you need any help at all, then please visit our website at www.simpleonlinemarketing.co.uk. Remember, the goal is not just to be on page 1 of Google, the goal is to dominate Google. If you're coming up time and time again on page 1, it's going to be very, very hard for your customers not to buy from you. I hope this has been of help. Many thanks.